Hi, good morning. We're just letting everybody else in. This is the first CNP monthly webinar of the new year, and we're happy that we can make you. That you can make it. Okay, everybody's in. Very good. And with that, yes, Happy New Year. Here's our agenda for today. We have a note about broadcast emails, on-site reviews, adult meal prices, civil rights, the wellness policy, food and nutrition literacy, spotlight on local, farm to school, summer meals, and the next webinar. So go ahead, Cambria, take it away.
Morning, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick announcement about broadcast emails. This email on your screen, this Idaho-no reply at cnpus.com, this is the email address that you will be receiving broadcast emails from. So I would like everybody to just check with either your IT or if you know how on your email service or whoever does your emails for your district. Please check to make sure that this email address is not blocked from receiving emails. Otherwise, you will not be able to receive the important information that we share. We've had a couple districts reach out saying that they have missed a couple of them, and so we just want to make sure that everybody knows to have this email address unblocked in their email service provider.
Thanks, Cambria. Our next item is SFA on-site reviews. So for this one, the school food authorities on-site monitoring must be completed no later than February 1st. The school food authority on-site review checklist must be completed for this review. This required form is available in the download forms section of My Idaho CNP. The self-monitoring form helps check program compliance, which may reduce the number of findings and technical assistance identified during an administrative review. This form can also be a useful tool to monitor employee performance and identify areas requiring additional staff training. An online training on how to conduct this review and complete the required form is available in the CNP Digital Learning Portal. This training is titled 2023 Online SFA On-Site Monitoring, and the information is still current, so don't worry about the year on that. Next, we'll go on to adult meal prices. Minimum prices for adult meals are calculated each year using the value of a free student meal based the value of USDA foods and sales tax. Because the annual renewal process occurs prior to the release of the new reimbursement rates, the previous school year's minimum price is required for application approval. So during the 2022-23 renewal, the required $4.35 minimum adult lunch meal price was actually calculated using values from the prior school year. And next we'll move on to civil rights. The non-discrimination statement must be posted, the long statement must be posted on your website and all communications that have to do with benefits. So applications, letters to households, public information, program literature, and social media. The menus you post online may contain the short statement, but if you're ever in doubt, include the long statement. The website pages referencing CNPs must include the long NDS or provide a link to it. If you have any questions, again, err on the side of using the long statement, and of course, always reach out to us. Next up, we have the information on wellness policies. So since 2004, state education agencies have required school districts to create a local wellness policy and form district wellness committees. Over the past several years, school districts have revised local wellness policies to meet minimum federal standards under the final rule of the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010. With this in mind, schools are now tasked with convening, planning, and implementing school-level wellness efforts to comply with the local wellness policy. Convening a school wellness committee is the best way to bring school staff, families, students, and community members together to address pressing student health issues. School wellness committees typically assess school health environment, programs and policies in place, and identify ways to strengthen these to improve the health of students and staff. Usually, committees will develop and implement an action plan based on what they learn about the school. They also provide advice and expertise to administrators in the building and provide feedback to the district regarding the implementation of health-related wellness policies and programs, and report on content and implementation to the public, including parents, students, and community members. When it comes to promoting nutrition, making the healthy choice the easy choice is where smart snacks come in, but that's a topic for another day. The School Wellness Committee is also a way to ensure that district-level wellness policies are implemented at the building level. In addition, these committees represent the unique perspective of the community in a school building. This enables the health priorities and activities put in place to truly reflect the needs and interests of that school. Assessments conducted at the school level ensure that the school is following the district policy, and at the district level compared to a model policy. Triennial assessments must be readily available to the public. And the School Wellness Committee will support the school in developing a healthier school environment, create the vision and goals for the school's involvement in Healthier Generations Healthy Schools program, if applicable, assist with policy development or revision to support a healthy school environment, promote parent, community, and professional involvement in developing a healthier school environment, advocate for school health programs and policies within the broader school community. They'll tap into funding and leverage resources for student and staff wellness. They'll plan and implement programs for students and staff, evaluate program and policy efforts, provide feedback to the district regularly regarding progress on the implementation of the local wellness policy. And these are some reasons why you need help on why there needs to be a designee with the authority and responsibility to ensure each school complies with the wellness policy. The School Wellness Committee is an action-oriented group that focuses on the implementation of the district wellness policy and other health-related priorities. Engage school staff and parents in school wellness using these ready-to-go communication tools found at this website, and sharing news about your local school wellness policy is easy with the flyers, presentations, newsletter articles, and social media posts. Your school can personalize them to make them specific to your local school wellness policy activities. Each tool includes places for you to enter information specific to your school or school district. And remember, the School Wellness Committee can be combined with existing school committees to provide additional support and resources for the school, students, and community. The SDE website has a lot of resources under files, FAQs, training, and links, including a model wellness policy and a progress report for the triennial assessment. Use the tools from the previous slides to guide your process. No need to recreate the wheel. Communicate. Take a few minutes to locate the specifics of your school district, starting with the last assessment. If you're having an AR or are due for one, remember that the wellness policy is assessed at the school and district level and gets approved by the board. Getting the assessment done and on the board's agenda might take some time. And remember, the point behind the wellness policy is to ensure that children have a healthy environment with wraparound messaging that supports their well-being. They deserve that, and so do adults in the school community. Please reach out with successes and challenges. We hear a lot about what's not working, but I know there are a lot of you with vibrant committees and model policies too. So shout out and to those with great policies, let us know how it's going and good job. Now we're going to move to food and nutrition literacy. The school lunchroom is a place where kids can take a break from their lessons and build relationships and leave feeling wholly nourished. Cafeterias contain a world of potential and deserve our attention. Kids see cafeterias not just as places for eating, but for building community, connection, identity, agency, values, and culture. The cafeteria is often the highlight of a student's day. They will be grateful to you if you give them a place to rest their eyes because depending on how old they are, they can't make eye contact with others. So giving them a vibrant posters and other information leads to learning. And since financial literacy is now a requirement for high school graduation, whatever we can do in whatever capacity will help support those goals. And food and nutrition literacy. The National Dairy Council and the School Nutrition Association have partnered in a new campaign made with school lunch. To promote awareness and education around school meals, this campaign focuses on how the nutrition from school meals can support growing kids' dreams to become impactful adults. The social engagement kit available to school nutrition professionals includes videos, graphics, posters, and social media posts. You can download your assets at the website socialpresskit.com/made with school lunch. And if you're looking for more information or need additional assets, reach out to Dina Benson at dbenson@dairywest.com. And now we get a spotlight on local. So the Idaho Wheat Commission has the Bread in a Bag program. It's for fourth graders. If you're interested in presenting the Bread in a Bag program to students in your school district, please contact Jill Cloward at the Idaho Wheat Commission. 208-332-1520 is for her number. And you'll get instructions and student books. If you have questions about USDA foods, please contact the USDA Foods team at usdafoodsteam@sde.idaho.gov. And now, yay, farm to school. Congratulations. The last results I've had shows that Idaho was in second place in the nation of the states. You see, the territories had 100% because they had a school district, or Guam has 3. So they got theirs on board. And now Idaho is just behind Virginia nationwide in completion of the census. So shout out to all those who helped. And if, again, you need help or want more information, please reach out. And then next we have what's in season. Well, welcome to January. We have apples, onions, and potatoes. So our next slide is focus on farm to school in winter. This is because we have 3 items that are available. We have other things to do in the wintertime. Working with fiber, for example. I love this picture of the sheep. I turn grass into wool. What's your superpower? Here are some farm to school topics for winter. You can make candles, butter, talk about pickling, garden planning, and field. And there are USDA, now that you're doing USDA food forecasting for next year's ordering, you can think about how you're going to bring more local foods to your child nutrition program. There are a lot of fact sheets located at fns.usda.gov/F2S fact sheets. And there's like a decision tree. How will you bring local foods into the cafeteria with your next food purchase? There's a fact sheet on geographic preference, what it is and how to use it. 10 facts about local foods in schools, local meat in CNP, and increasing opportunities for small and mid-sized livestock ranchers and fishers. Anyway, go check out that website. There are a lot of um, lots of fact sheets and and I'm here to help you grow your program however I can. So please reach out. And next we have summer meal programs. Somebody else gets a chance to talk. Take it away, Marianne.
Awesome. Thank you, Pamela. Love the slides, by the way. Good morning, everyone. This is Marianne with the State Agency Department. I hope everyone is being safe during this winter snow warning. Of course, here at the department, even though it's winter wonderland outside, we have to talk about the summer meal program. And of course, for those SFAs who don't do the summer meals program, if nothing else, you can think about the warm weather, right? Summer weather. But for the next few slides, I want to just do some reminders in regards to the summer meal programs for our SFSP and SSO sponsors. The program year 2023-2024 renewal packet is now open. We sent out the broadcast email right before the holiday break. And so going back to what Cambria mentioned earlier, please check your inbox to make sure that you are receiving those broadcast emails from that email address. There was instruction sent out for our SFSP and SSO sponsors, as well as the training dates for the sponsors beginning in March. The renewal packet is due April 26, 2024. Of course, our preference is the earlier the better so that we can get that approved and out of the way. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Next slide. For the sponsors, for the eligible sponsors who would like to operate the rural non-congregate meal service operation in rural communities. And if you guys remember from the COVID operation, these are the grab and go meals, curbside pickup, home deliveries. If you guys would like more information about this new meal service option available beginning summer 2024, there is a rural non-congregate feeding training happening on February 21st and February 23rd. These trainings have been turned from in-person training to Zoom online training. So if you have any questions or if you are even slightly maybe thinking about operating this meal service operation for summer 24, please be sure to register through the CNP training portal. You do not have to attend both trainings. You just only have to sign up for one and find out more information about all the requirements that come along with it, how to complete your renewal packet, and as well as completing the integrity plan. Next slide. And for the last slide in regards to the summer food training dates, these are the dates and the locations. And so all of our SFSP sponsors have received a training email on whether you are required to complete the Summer Food 101 training or the Summer Food Refresher training. And along with that email, you have also been notified of the online training modules that you must complete, and those will all be available beginning February 1st. And so make sure to keep an eye out on those broadcast email. If you have not signed up for the trainings yet, beginning March, please be sure to do so through the CNP training portal, just because they fill out pretty quick. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out to the summer food team here at SDE. And lastly, again, be safe out there during this winter travel. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Marianne. We're almost done. Our next webinar is February 21st, 2024. Here's a calendar with some things coming up. Remember, February 1st, the SFA on-site reviews are due. February 10th, the reimbursement claim. The 21st, the webinar. And did I say February? It's about the second review. Okay. February 29th, Leap Day is the update, is a reminder to update your employee professional standard logs. And with that, we have our USDA non-discrimination statement. And finally, our contact information. Again, thanks for joining us. And TJ, are you there?
I am. Thank you, Pamela.
Sure.
Although not on the agenda, I did just want to remind all of those that are on this webinar, we will be having a USDA Foods heavy webinar in February. So please plan to attend. That will be when we will be discussing releasing the WebSCM ordering catalog, updating everyone. But please make sure, to Cambria's point, that you have ensure that you're receiving our broadcast emails, because we will be sending out an email with instructions prior to the next webinar. So thank you for those few minutes of time, Pamela.
You're welcome. And with that, that's all I
Pamela,
have. Yeah.
we have a couple of things on the chat box too, but we also received a question, or at least an FYI, in regards to that rural non-congregate training that I was just going over. That's available either February 21st or February 23rd. We understand that on February 21st, that is the next CNP monthly webinar as well. And so if your preference is obviously to attend the CNP webinar and you're unable to attend the training on the 21st, you are more than welcome to sign up for the February 23rd training. Again, they are online training, so you do not have to travel here to Boise. And so just make sure that you sign up for the correct one. And I
Thanks,
think
Marianne.
there's another question or information that was getting reviewed on the chat box if you wanted to go over that, Pamela.
Okay, I put in another reminder, the idaho-not reply@cnpus.com is where a lot of broadcast emails come from. And there was a question, has any information been received regarding Produce Safety University?
Pamela, if you're okay,
Yeah.
I can answer that. Produce Safety University announcements for the April class, I believe they said would go out sometime between now and the end of January, and later classes would be sometime in February. So they're coming up.
Thanks, Lynda. All right, I think we got all the comments.
And Pamela, I did put something in there for the number of classrooms to review if they're having breakfast in a classroom for February 1st reviews on site. So there are a smaller number that they have to review if it's breakfast in the classroom at the site they're doing a point of service counting review. And it sort of follows our requirements for a review as well. So if you have 1 to 5 classrooms, you have to do 1, 6 to 10 is 2, 11 to 20 would be 3 classrooms, 21 to 40 would be 4, and I'm not sure there are any schools that have more than that. But 41 to 60 would be 6, 61 to 80 would be 8.
Perfect. Thanks for that information, Lynda.
You're welcome.
All right, folks. Well, it's 8:55. I'm all out of slides. We got all the questions. Thanks for your time and attention. Please reach out if you have any questions, if you need any help with anything, and we'll see you next month. Stay safe out there.
Thank you everyone for your hard work.